I can finally announce that we sold Churchy to BT Plus. It's gonna be on BT Plus starting February 15th. I have done it! We moved to LA over 10 years ago, a family of 4 with a dream. We sold our stuff. We were gonna make it in Hollywood, and I promise you, there were times where I thought it was impossible. I wanted to quit. I wanted to give up. I was frustrated. I was crying. And finally, something we made is going to be on an official big network, BT Plus, streaming February 15th. I pitched this show everywhere. It got turned down time and time again. We don't have the budget. We like it, but we're not sure. How will it play in middle America? They said all that stuff to the point where I said, you know what? I'll just make it myself. And that's what I did. My wife and I, we put our money together and we paid for it. And we made it. And we casted it. We shot it. And we edited it. And we did it all. And then we said, hey, in Spring Hill, the Spring Hill company believed in it. You know who owns?
Man, I wish I had my applause effect in my bank. Hey man, what's going on, party people? It's your boy WJ with another Uncut. I just wanted to, I don't know Kev personally, not yet, but and you know, I just want to say congratulations. You know what I'm saying? That's big. You know, we see so many people, and we've been talking about this as of late. We see so many people quitting, like so many major creators, you know what I'm saying, that are walking away. And I was just looking, I'm working on a video and I was grabbing some old footage and I was looking at some stuff from like 2012. Then I was going back looking at some stuff from like 2007. I started, I think my first YouTube channel was like in 07, 08, something like that. And this particular channel actually started in 2012. And I started this for the purpose of like portfolio or whatever. So like, I don't even know if they're still public, but if you go back to like my oldest videos, they're like promo videos or whatever stuff that I was working on at the time, trying to solicit business. But man, like so many people are quitting, and it's dope because for millennials, like we've kind of grown up with Kev. I think the dopest thing about social media, and this is what social media should really be about. It shouldn't be about all these fake influencers we got. You know what I'm saying? We've been able to see, and I know there are a lot of struggles and failures that we haven't seen, but we've been able to see like Kev grow up. You know what I'm saying? And it hits different when it feels like it's somebody you know. You know what I'm saying? And to just leave 10 years. You know what I'm saying? My first video was 20, and I'm not trying to draw a comparison to me and Kev. That's not the purpose of this. But I'm just in hindsight, just thinking about, you know, looking at some things today, and the conversations we've been having about authenticity and what it takes to be sustainable in this creator's economy, in this world, and whether to create for yourself, create for your audience, and not copying people and not being trendy and all these different types of things. And people that are like, man, you know, I don't even know if I want to do this no more, you know, and people that are walking away. But to uproot your family, wife, kids, to go from Washington State to LA, and to basically say, you know, when nobody else is willing to believe in you, you're going to push all the chips to the middle of the table and say, yo, baby, you got me. I got you. Let's go. You know, and to go all in on yourself, man, that's dope. It's encouraging. You know, it's encouraging to me as a creator, you know, because I've been talking about how, you know, my thing for this year is being sustainable. And if you're not doing it wrong, you're not doing it right. And stop trying to be perfect and just be present. Just show up. And I really didn't do editing. Like I did something real quick. I just downloaded the video, threw it in something so I can make sure I get credit, and then threw it in ECAMM. Power of ECAMM, right? I'm not editing this video. All of this was done in ECAMM. So that's the whole purpose of Uncut. But shout out to ECAMM, 14 days free for all my Mac users. Hit the link in the description. But man, that's so encouraging in a time where everybody's giving up, everybody's quitting, and something that you know is good. Like I know I'm gifted, I know I'm skilled, I know I'm talented. I know if I just get the shot, if the door opens, and it helps you make sense of a lot of things. And one of the things that dawned on me, which has really been a conversation as of late. One thing here, this is uncut. I'm a proud Christian. You know what I'm saying? I'm a preacher. Literally. I'm not just saying that, like for real. And that probably makes sense as to why my content comes off the way that it does. And so I'm about to say something. If it offends you, sorry, not sorry. But I'm always gonna hold it down for God. But it always I've been in a season of transition over the past 60 to 90 days of my life. Really the past couple of years, but especially specifically last quarter 2023 coming into this year. And the one thing I keep hearing, being pushed is like, hey, there's grace for the next step, even if you don't know where to go. And so, one of my favorite stories is about Abraham and how God makes Abraham this promise of that he's going to make your name great. You know what I'm saying? And he's going to make you the father of many nations. But in order to do that, there's a contingency. You got to leave your kindred, leave everything that's comfortable to you, that's familiar to you. You got to leave your family, everything. And you got to go to a land that I will show you. Well, he doesn't tell him where to go. And so the thing is, we don't understand that God's blessings are tied, not even so much to our effort, but to our obedience. You know what I'm saying? Because some of us are putting forth effort, just not in the right way. You know what I'm saying? Like we thinking, it's like, well, I'll leave this or I'll leave that. And he wants you to do something as dramatic as like, no, leave Washington. You know what I'm saying? And go to LA. And what I love about the passage, the Bible does not say that God told Abraham what direction to go. He just said, go. So whether he went north, south, east, or west, God just wanted to see, do you trust me enough to go? And I think the difficulty is whether you're a Christian, whether you're not, whether you're agnostic, whether you're atheist, whether you're Buddhist or Muslim, that really doesn't matter because there are so many things we can pull from the Bible that apply to real life in this conversation. But what I'm saying is the difference between you having a dream and your destiny and it actually coming to life, coming to pass, to fruition, and manifesting is faith. Like faith makes up the distance between here and there. You know what I'm saying? And so I just want to encourage every entrepreneur, every YouTuber, every podcaster. We talk about systems, we talk about strategies, but sometimes you just got to have the strength to endure. Endure hardness as a good soldier. That's what Paul told to Timothy. It's going to be difficult. You're going to put out videos that's not going to get views. You're not going to get all the subscribe. Like, let's be honest. People don't want to have this conversation. And I get sick of people trying to monetize timing because timing is everything. You can't monetize timing, luck, happenstance, whatever you want to call it. The fact of the matter is that most of the people on YouTube, they're successful. I take nothing away from them. But if we're going to be honest, most of the biggest creators we see had a great idea, but it was the right time. If they had took that idea and tried to do it 2, 3, 4, 5 years later, it would not have worked like that. So I'm not going to disrespect anybody and say they got lucky, even though if you ask an athlete, they talk about it all the time. Like I watch First Take, get up every day. It's religious, 8:00. Y'all already know what it is. And any athlete, especially a football player, would tell you to get to a Super Bowl, it requires a little bit of luck. Like everything has to go right because there are so many things that can go wrong. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not going to call it luck because, again, this is going back to God. I believe that everything is destined and meant to happen. And I'm not trying to have a conversation about this in my comments. So I promise y'all, I ain't going to block nobody, but you can get blocked. So don't come at me sideways today with all this religious stuff. Let's not do it. I'm not going to push it down your throat. I'm not about to entertain some foolish conversation. But I just wanted to make note of that, is that I just said it the other day when I was talking to Nikki, Monday. And y'all have heard, if you follow me on social media, if you listen to any of my podcasts, you've heard me say this 1,000 times. Never use somebody else's finish line to determine how you start your race. You got to run your race. We talk about gear. All y'all do. Diana Gladney, shout out to DG, just posted a video about this. Half of y'all keep buying cameras and ain't posted the first video because you thinking it's the camera. It's not the camera. You can have the cheapest camera and have great quality. You can have the greatest camera mic lens and your videos suck. That's the reality of it. And I'm tired of people lying and boosting people's head up. Let me chill out, because this is uncut. These I told y'all, these are the things. If you want to see this type of content, let me know. But in 2024, I'm not holding back, because these are the conversations that I have with my tribe, with my people on a regular basis. Like, stop buying stuff. Actually show up. Do some work. Don't watch another. I refuse. I don't want to get in this whirlwind of YouTube of getting people just to fill my affiliate account. Because, never mind. I'm not going to go down that road. We'll save that for another day. I'm not mad at it. I have affiliate links. I appreciate y'all. I'm a part of the YouTube partner program. I appreciate y'all. It helps tremendously. You know what I'm saying? But I don't try to shove that down people's throat. Like, I'm sick of you buying stuff. I want you to use what you've bought. You don't need the DJI Mic 2 if you have the one. You don't need the Rode Wireless Pros. You're not a pro. If you bought it, you're not a professional. If a client didn't pay for it, you're not a professional. So what are you buying it for? What's the difference? Why are you talking about you need 32-bit float? You're using a phone. You falling in love with features. Like, you don't even know what 32-bit float is. You don't even edit your own. Never mind. I'm done. Y'all already, man, Kev, shout out to you. This is about you. Congratulations, brother. You know, from one black man to another, from one black entrepreneur to another, from one black creator to another. Thank you for being a trailblazer, for paving the way, for taking the L's that you did. A wise man learns from somebody else's mistakes and their successes. A fool learns from his own. I just want to say thank you, brother. I appreciate you. I love you. I love you and your family, what y'all are about and represent. Oh yeah, by the way, if y'all didn't know, Spring Hill, that's LeBron and Mav in them. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, I'm excited. You know, I don't even watch BET, but I'm a holler at BET, you know what I'm saying, just for the sake of this, to support a fellow creator. But until next time, y'all already know what it is. Let's engage in the comments. Hit that like button, share this with somebody. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you can be notified every single time I'm posting new content to the channel. And until next time, I'll catch you guys in the next video. It's been another Uncut.